All right, man. We in here, man. It's the Guys Down the Street podcast, man. I'm Isaiah. Got my boys here.
Hey,
Gray up here.
yeah.
I guess when you looking, it's up to my left, and got my boy G Megatron up there. We your host for the Guys Down the Street podcast. All right, man. Let's get this out there.
Mr. Furs
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
Mr. Furs Hellraiser. Mr. Furs Hellraiser.
Yeah, we see the PB&J behind you. You know what I'm saying? Gerald, local legend now. He done been on YouTube or somebody's YouTube show. he out at the fish fry signing autographs. Yeah, that's me, PB&J. Yeah.
That's best stuff.
I'll the second person that buy that car because he gonna run him off the road.
Yeah, so
Right.
The hell?
He like, man, we ain't even got the same interior.
Right.
There's be some flaws in the second one. So
At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So. Dogs last night, but we started strong in the first half, didn't we?
yeah. I was like,
hey man, Stetson can only do so much, dog. Stetson can't throw farther than you.
hey man, exactly. I mean, you go into halftime and you look at your players and be like, the dude is 5'11". Why are you trying to sack him? Just knock the ball down. And once they realize that,
honestly, I don't even put it on Stetson, man, because Kirby know what that dude's capabilities is. He know what throws he can make and what throws he can't make. Like, he throw over the middle a lot because to throw to the sideline from an opposite hash or something like that, though, you got to have arm strength, and he ain't got that kind of arm strength. So we keep the ball in the middle of the field a lot of times. But that's on Kirby, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, if you trying to contend for a national title, you gotta make them hard decisions, dog. Say, okay, this dude can win the East, but can he win the Natty? And that's a no. You can't beat Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State with Stetson. He just don't have the tools. That's it don't matter what the rest of the team do. He just don't have the tools. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you don't have them at all. It's a shame too because everything else and everywhere else y'all look strong.
Yeah.
He looked like a backup quarterback that had to play because your main quarterback got hurt.
Exactly. So
y'all defense was looking good too.
The first half, and then the thing is, you got even in the second half. You know what I'm saying? When they put you in bad situations, like Alabama got an elite offense, dog. You can't say, okay, we're gonna give them the ball on the 35. Y'all got to stop them from getting in the zone.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you can't. There's no way. It's impossible.
It's just like the year Trevor won his freshman year. Y'all defense got scored on only when the other team got the ball like on the 25 and all they had to do was go 25 yards. And wasn't nobody driving the whole field on y'all defense. It's the same with us, old buddy caught the 90-yard. I don't know how that happened. I actually had turned the TV at that point.
Waddle?
Yeah. But Waddle
DB fell.
Oh, okay.
The DB fell after trying to keep up with Waddle, who's running like a damn car.
That dude.
So, there's nothing you can really do with that.
That dude right there. That dude right there, special, boy. But that's what I
was talking about. Everybody's like, well, I thought Georgia had this great defense. They should have been. Look, man, I don't care who you playing. That kind of receiving core, all it takes is one step. He gets one step or one non-jam release off the line, he's gone.
That's all it takes. Just like I told y'all in the chat. Jeff talking about he calling the South Carolina upset. I'm like, that's not an upset. Y'all, I knew y'all was gonna beat Auburn. Dog, South Carolina can
with both with Auburn.
South Carolina can run the ball. South Carolina can run the ball, and Auburn can't stop the run.
Exactly.
Hey, when you told me that, boy, I would increase my bet, boy.
Man, Gerald.
You told me that.
I missed out. I put 50 on 6, dog. I put
6.
Dog, yes. And the game that messed me up was the Notre Dame Louisville. I picked the over, and these clowns scored 12-7. 12-7.
Yeah, that to me is embarrassing.
Right.
That Notre Dame puts up 12 points against Louisville, who lost to Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Who lost to
whoever.
Florida State. Come on, it's like you're making the ACC look bad. You execute 12 points and you're happy with that? I don't care even with the win. He should have been there chewing them out because they put up 12 points.
Real talk.
Yeah, I mean, because you got other teams that are coming up, and then they gotta run into this buzzsaw called these Tigers. The only thing that's gonna save them, they up there in South Bend, and we hadn't played a cold game in probably 2 years.
If I was a Georgia Tech player, at halftime, I'd have coughed on the ref. He'd be like, "You all right, son?" I'm like, "Nah, I got COVID, dog. It's time to stop the game." I got that Rona. I mean, we can keep going if you want to. No, I'm gonna tell you right, real talk though. If I was on the sideline and Dabo put the punter in and actually let him run the offense and not just hand the ball off, I'd have sprinted out on the field and punched Dabo. I'm like, dog, come on now, you ain't got to disrespect us like that.
Man, that was an embarrassing.
I told you, I would have said somebody in that stadium knew where the fire was.
Dog, that was dog. Like I told my boy, I said no. Dabo didn't just. One thing I like about Dabo, last year they interviewed him one time, and he said the offense is the offense. It don't matter who on the field. The offense is the offense. So Dabo ain't trying to just turn around and hand it all. Whatever the play is gonna be, that's what the play is gonna be, regardless of who the quarterback is. He put Will Spires. He put Will Spires in there. Will Spires was he was running read option.
Will run read options. He throwing bubble screens on the corner. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
I'm like, how bad you got to be to let the punter get in on you, dog?
Brother, there would have been a 15-yard personal foul penalty on that first play that they put.
Helmet to helmet, whatever.
Straight target action.
30 seconds ago, I'm running through this dude.
Oh, man.
Straight target action right there,
boy. For real.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I got everybody else falling apart.
Yeah,
it's going to be in Alabama right back in the championship.
My brother called me today. He mad because Georgia only fell to number 4. And when they lost to Clemson, they fell from 7 to 13. I said, well, bro, you got to look at it like this. Yeah, we actually was beating Alabama for a whole half. I like, y'all scored 3 points against Clemson. You scored a field goal. Dabo did something he would probably never do again by going for a 61-yard field goal unless he had to. And you blocked it, took it back, and then you scored a meaningless touchdown in the fourth quarter when Clemson had his backups in. So that's what it is. They was like, y'all basically couldn't do nothing against Clemson. It's like, outside of not coming out to play in the second half, Georgia had Alabama number in the first half. So he's like, man, I just need you to understand. I need you to explain it because everybody hate Miami. Everybody hate Miami.
Everybody don't hate Miami. I'm going to tell you, the commentators and reporters do it to Miami every year. Oh, Miami's back. Oh, Miami's great. Miami. And then when they lose a game, those same people that were pumping them up don't defend them. So then the coaches be like, okay, so it was all hype. Mm-hmm. There you go down there at number 20, or wherever they dropped them to. I don't even know where they are right now. I think it was a 13.
They dropped to 13 after they lost to y'all, but now they number 11. Yeah. So,
So Pitt had some legitimacy to push you up to. Get out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. So
explain this right here, because you mentioned something about Miami being 7th and winning 14. How did they figure that out? Like, how can you drop that much of a rank? I don't understand the rank.
Okay. So this is what I told my brother. This is what I believe. Just watching the patterns over time. You know what I'm saying? So when they come out with a poll with a ranking, they saying if this is the last poll and the playoffs started tomorrow, this is who we believe is the top teams in this order. Like, these the top 4 teams, this 15, they on the cusp, things like that. When you lose a game, now they looking at record and stuff, but they like, okay, like I told Travis, I was like, well, y'all dropped from 7 to 13. Apparently they felt like 6 teams on a neutral field could draw, like either pull within the draw or beat y'all. I was like, the reason why we didn't fall, I was like, because they looked at it, they said, okay, Georgia lost the game, but they lost to Alabama. They got an all-time great offense or whatever. They had them for a half. But who we going to put in front of them? Because if we put them in front of them, that's saying we think that team can beat Georgia. And on a neutral field, they don't believe that. The only reason why Notre Dame jumped us is because Notre Dame ain't lost no game. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if so like, with soccer.
I hadn't looked at the polls today. I hadn't. I've been watching.
Yeah, I think we number 4, and I think Notre Dame is number 4. I mean, number 3. So,
man, stop.
Well, they ain't got no losses. That's when that come into play. You know what I'm saying?
So Notre Dame by 70 points anywhere you play them. They can put y'all with some weight vests on, and they'll still beat them by 70 points.
Well,
every player on your team can wear a 50-pound weight vest on top of their equipment, and they'll still beat them.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it last year? Bama was number 1, right? And Clemson was number 2.
At some point during the year,
Ohio State was number 2
because
they were from better. They were dropping it on Alabama last year.
Didn't they deem Clemson because Dabo was subbing out the starters and putting the backups in, and they went down to number 2 just because
they had that. Because
how can you do that to an offense to a team that's number 1, but because he don't play all his starters, they get ranked number 2.
Clemson last year, when Clemson dropped, I told my brother, it ain't just how you beat, like winning and losing. It's how you win and how you lose and who you do it against. So because Clemson and Alabama coming into the last couple of years, they always the number 1 and number 2, regardless of who ahead. The week that Clemson beat North Carolina, it was a close game, and North Carolina wasn't. I don't even know if North Carolina was ranked that week. And then I think Alabama. Regardless of, I don't know how long, they keep their starters in a little bit longer, but I think they blew somebody out. And Clemson had a close game against a non-ranked team, so they was like, oh, they clowning. And see, the media be dinging Clemson because of so-called slow starts at the beginning of the year. It ain't because, and I know a lot, I heard Clemson fans say, we always start slow. I'm not starting slow. Dabo know he gonna win the game. Dabo got 12 games to get ready for the playoffs. So Dabo,
he practiced every last one of them.
This season where these teams were playing at best got 11 and 12.
Exactly. Like at the beginning of last year, they wanted Trevor to be more accurate on the run outside the pocket. So in the first couple of games when he threw like 3 or 4 picks, they was trying to get him out the pocket more. Because Dabo know even if Trevor throw 2 picks, we still gonna beat y'all by 20. We trying to practice things to get us ready for the playoffs. A couple years ago, Trevor freshman year, everybody went up in arms about them, starting Trevor instead of Kelly. Kirby Smart got that same decision right now. We ain't got no Trevor, but we got better talent at quarterback. Dabo said, okay, Kelly can win us the ACC, and Kelly can take us to the playoffs. But Kelly can't beat Bama. Trevor, with experience, can beat Bama. When he made that play, when he started Trevor, he was starting Trevor in an attempt to get ready to beat Bama. Because he can do that because Clemson, there's so much of a gap between everybody that's on Clemson's schedule and Clemson. Clemson is elite at all positions. And the next closest thing, like this year, the next closest thing to them is Notre Dame.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Notre Dame, come on, man. He could literally, and then against Miami, people didn't even pay attention to it. In the first quarter, DJ, the backup quarterback, he played meaningful snaps. You know why? Because it's a year of COVID. We don't know what's going to happen. Dabo got to be ready. That's where Dabo is ahead of a lot of his peers because he's willing to do those things and win a close game. He put Trevor in at Texas A&M. He got to be under pressure. You know what I'm saying? A big crowd, 110,000. Because if you try to, everybody don't work out like Tua and get in the national championship in the second half and come through. Everybody don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So
there's no preparation like experience.
Exactly. So and Dabo knows that. So that was
I can't prepare you for anything.
That's so Dabo, like right now, Dabo getting DJ ready, and then next year people be like, oh man, he this is his first year starting. Well, he been playing in meaningful snaps.
He been playing. Yeah.
So he ahead of the curve like that. That's how they stay good. I mean, Georgia does that on defense. Like, they lost this person. Well, we play like 40 people a game on defense.
So Dabo don't mind being deemed on rank because what he's doing is getting everybody playing.
Because at the end of the day, dog, at the end of the day, if you Clemson, you Bama, Ohio State, hell, even at this point, Georgia, if you win your conference and you ain't got no losses or one loss, you go into the playoffs. So Dabo, he look at it like that. He like, I ain't got to be number one, me be nice, but he like, how y'all gonna keep us out the playoffs? We undefeated and we win the ACC. So it don't matter if I only beat like when y'all play Notre Dame this year. If Clemson only beat Notre Dame by 20, by 24 to 17, because Dabo was trying to play DJ, it don't matter. It's still a dub. What they gonna do? Tell Clemson ain't ready for the playoffs? Like they already done shown year after year after year they ready for the playoffs. So I think it's genius. To be honest with you. So.
Right.
People don't get
man.
Emotional. They get caught up in it. The hype of winning, and they don't understand the strategy of the game when it's a situation like it is where you got, hey, all you got to do is make it to the playoffs. 1 through 4 is the same place. I don't care if people say, oh, you get number 4, you got to play the number 1 person. Well, it doesn't mean anything when it's the top 4 because all 4 of those teams are good.
Because in college, college ain't no home field in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter.
Dabo said we'll line up, we'll play you wherever you want to. Just get us in the playoffs. That's all you got to do. So, but other people, fans though. I told you one time, Gerald, when you a fan, you on an emotional roller coaster. Your team can win, you still be mad.
We won. Why he played?
Yeah, exactly. I think
we could have had more points.
Exactly. It's always gonna be something like, oh, we look this way, we look that way. Well, you got the dub, man. That's all that matters. You got the dub. Exactly. Until you don't get the dub.
You won the race, but your tires was bald. I won.
Oh no, man. It's like I don't know. Like I see my cousin, she a Gamecock fan. I look at other Gamecock fans. I ain't saying Will Muschamp is a good coach, but when I had a good coach, he let y'all down. He bounced on y'all when the times got rough. He bounced in the middle of the season. So if you get rid of Will Muschamp though, who y'all want?
I mean, he pulled a move, boy. It's like a situation where she go bad, I don't even know you no more. Like how you just give up? Like you just said, you know what, we can't win, man. I'm out of here.
He said, "This what y'all doing?" I know it's almost like Spurs walked in the locker room and said, "This what y'all doing?" Nah, dog. Y'all ain't going on my record. Y'all trying to tarnish my legacy. I'm out.
That's exactly what he
I'm
said.
out.
He looked around at that practice. He's like, can't nobody tackle. Can't nobody catch. What am I here for?
And he thought about that. He thought about that thing for about 5 practices. He was like, you know what? They got one more time to do this. One more time.
Keep playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out of here.
Like, keep playing with me.
I'm not standing on the sideline with this garbage on the field.
I'll tell you, some assistant got bold with him in the meeting. Like, it's all on you. Oh yeah? Okay, you got it. You got it, bruh. I'm out.
He said, "Why about this?" Emo's on breaking news, bro. Breaking news. Hey, what the hell? The game even know with? Oh, he just quit. You on a plane before the game even is. Like, where you going?
Spurs, hey man, y'all can keep that house I was renting. I'm good. I'm headed to Gainesville.
Reached in his pockets and pulled out them rings. Like, hey.
Oh God, they was like, hey, but your office. He's like, yeah, man, I ain't want none of that stuff no way.
Ship all
right. Y'all can have it.
Just send my check though. Send my check.
Hey, that was some messed up stuff, man. I remember that like it was yesterday. Dude just left, like literally just quit, man.
For real, dog. For real.
I don't get it, boy.
I honestly think it was a situation. It's when you coaching. I don't care what level you're coaching at. When your players start changing to where they don't even respond to a little bit of aggression that you're used to giving, it's time to go. And I think Spurrier was out there and he was like, I can't deal with all this coddling, all of this soft coaching. I'm out of here. And he walked away from the game, man. Plus, like I said, everybody on that team was pretty much garbage for that year. And he was like, I'm not going to stand on the sideline for the 12 to 13 games of this.
For real.
He's like, I'm out of here.
Perfect.